Hello, welcome to another episode of Cultural Magazine, where we bring you the latest cultural events taking place around the country. Let's go find out what we have in store today for today's episode.
According to the Ministry of Culture, the head of the House of Books has received rare documents within the initiative of Your Heritage. The Secretariat of the family of Sheikh Naufal Abdegawed donated his collectibles to the House of Books in implementation of the directives of the Minister of Culture, Dr. Ines Abdedaim. The Secretariat, which was launched by the National Library and Archives with the aim of collecting heritage collections from documents, manuscripts, rare books, and other individuals and families to preserve them as part of the national memory. Professor Dr. Naveen Muhammad Musa, head of the General Authority for the National Library and Archives, confirmed that these holdings and what they contain illustrate many social, cultural, and intellectual aspects of Egyptian society. Dr. Musa said she has received a valuable collection of the belongings of Sheikh Naufal Abdegawad's family. Sheikh Naufal was born in 1895 and died in 1963. He worked as an inspector at the Ministry of Public Education and the father of her late husband, Dr. Muhammad Nabil Naufal, who was a professor of education at Ain Shams University and an education expert at UNESCO, who died in 2019. The collectibles included personal documents and scientific certificates related to Sheikh Naufal granted by King Farouk and other documents related to his wife. This came in addition to a number of documents, folders, and notebooks that are now made available to researchers at the National Archives. These documents provide readings of a historical period through original sources to learn about a number of different values, customs, and knowledge of Egyptians. Dr. Musa indicated that the National Archives provides all capabilities to preserve all types of documentary heritage in Egypt. The Ministry of Culture documents the celestial theater performances of the Coptic Orthodox Church. Minister of Culture Dr. Ines Abdedaim said the ministry is working to preserve, document, and sponsor the creations of the Egyptian theater to spread enlightenment throughout Egypt. According to the directions of the minister to document and preserve Egyptian theatrical heritage, the National Theatre Center, headed by artist Yasser Sadiq, is preparing to sign a joint protocol of cooperation with the Coptic Orthodox Church to photograph and document the church theater performances. This comes with the participation of the church youth bishop under the auspices of Amba Musa concerning the activity of the theater magazine. The Minister of Culture said that the protocol comes within the efforts of the Ministry of Culture to sponsor the various types of creativity to spread enlightenment throughout the country. She indicated that the celestial theater has been influenced by the development of the art of theater, the father of arts in Egypt. This type of theater has shifted from focusing on preaching to presenting performances that contribute to raise the awareness of current contemporary issues, investing the youth energies, emphasizing the unity of Egyptian harmonious national segments to achieve the desired development. For his part, the head of the National Theatre Center said that the Celestical Theatre is a creative activity that is characterized by its continuity and cohesion of its troops. The theater official indicated that its performances highlight a lot of talents, stressing that the participation of the church young bishop in the activity of the theater magazine gives an opportunity for talented people to express themselves, presenting new artistic visions. Under the auspices of Dr. Ines Abdidaim, Minister of Culture, the Cairo Opera House, headed by Dr. Magdi Sabir, organizes a series of concerts on the occasion of Valentine's Day, presenting 5 consecutive nights in which 15 singers and musicians from Egypt and the Arab world participate on the Grand Hall Theater at the Cairo Opera House. A group of Egyptian and Arab icons and music stars perform in the concerts. For his part, Dr. Magdi Sabir, head of the Cairo Opera House, said that this series of Valentine's Day concerts are supervised by Jan Morsi, head of the Central Department of Oriental Music, adding that the first Valentine's Day concerts were performed by an orchestra led by Maestro Mohammed El Mogi, with the participation of the Lebanese Karol Samaha, Ahmed Gamel, and the pianist Hamed Al Nagar. As for the second concert, it was held with the participation of Moroccan singer Jannat, singer Ahmed Aifat, and Jordanian guitarist Wahid Mamdouh. As for the third day concert, it was held and animated by May Farouk, presenting a selection of the works of classical Oriental heritage, in addition to a number of her own works, followed by the megastar Medhat Saleh, with the participation of the famous pianist Amr Slim, accompanied by the orchestra led by Maestro Ahmed Amir. Going to the fourth concert, it was held and animated by the Prince of Arab Singing, Hani Shakir, accompanied by the orchestra led by Maestro Mustafa Hilmi, preceded by a performance for the star Ahmed Saad and singer Ayat Farouk. It is noteworthy that this series of concerts concludes its last day with a great singer Ali Al-Haggar, accompanied by the orchestra led by Maestro Mustafa Hilmi, presenting a selection of his own works as well as a number of his singing compositions, preceded by a performance by the singer Iman Abdel Ghani, accompanied by the accordion player Wael Al-Nagar.
Cairo Opera House has long been a cultural hub that brings you the latest events taking place, whether it's singing, dancing, folkloric arts, anything you can imagine you'll find at the Cairo Opera House. Let's find out about what the Opera House has in store for us.
No more talk of dark Within the celebrations of the Cairo Opera House on Valentine's Day, the Cairo Opera Company, under the supervision of its artistic director, Dr. Iman Mustafa, presented two concerts under the title Valentine's Night, directed by Hisham Al-Talli, and with the participation of the pianist Greg Martin, accompanied by magical performances for a group of members of the Cairo Opera Ballet Company and designed by Mamdouh Hassan.
Tonight we have a special Valentine's Day concert. We are performing some of the most famous love songs all over the world, like English, French, and some opera duets, love duets from some famous operas. So it's all about love theme tonight. Actually, Dr. Iman Mustafa, the director of the Cairo Opera House Company, she selected a very famous and variable program, and we were trying to think about what people would like the most, what the songs that we haven't been doing for like a long time, so we can perform it tonight, and some songs that we have never performed from the duets from famous operas. So actually, I think the program was quite very well selected, and that would meet most of the people's taste. Yeah. I'm more into French songs. So tonight I sang Je t'aime, et pas bien, and it's one of my favorite love songs actually. I would like to see you again and again in all our performances, and I am glad that you paid this much attention to our concerts, and I hope that we will always meet your expectations and the audience's expectations, and thank you for coming.
to meet you first. I'm a member of Cairo Solists Opera House, and this performance for the Love Day, or we can say like that. And we celebrate this day with a very, very rich repertoire or program for all kinds of music, such as classic, romantic, and also modern music, modern songs. And we can listen to the whole subjects of the love and love story and love history and all subjects. Me or the head of the group, they used to all taste of music to perform all lover music for the audience. We care about the audience very, and there are many tastes of the people audience that we already have, because that we make it like a variation. You can see like a variation.
Lights go down in the theater, get swept up in a torrid romance, bask in the beauty and artistry on the stage. This is how I describe the special performances in a special Valentine's Day under the title Night of Love. Shuruq Bakir, Culture Magazine.
Our cameras are always following the latest cultural events taking place around the country. Let's find out what we have recorded for you on today.
Covering the concert performed by talented singers singing songs for the famous icon Balik Hamdi. The Arab Music Ensemble, which is now called the Abdel Halim Nouera Ensemble, is a musical ensemble founded in 1967 by the maestro Abdel Halim Noueira and the musician Ahmed Shafiq Abu Auf, and established under the name the Arabic Music Ensemble to revive the authentic musical heritage.
كل الحفلات اللي بنقدمها وخصوصا تكريم موسيقار كبير زي الفنان بليغ حمدي.
All the concerts we perform and participate in are interesting, especially today's concert, as we are honoring a musician legend, Baligh Hamdi. It is very important for our Egyptian and Arab identity. We usually refresh the audience memory by singing classic songs that was performed by our old icons to preserve our personality and heritage, to modify our behavior, to change our vision to Egyptian art. We have to remind the audience of the real art of classic singing and chanting more often instead of spreading today's type of music, and that is the role of Cairo Opera House in presenting different and modern forms of art. So today, me and my colleagues are performing a group of classic songs by Baligh Hamdi, but in a modern way that is close to the youth's heart.
واتقابلنا والكلام فوق الشفايف غنوة، كل حاجة فكرت فيها في لحظة واحدة ردت عليها بنظرة حلوة من عينيها.
Various musical and lyric templates for Arab music audiences and connoisseurs, as well as an opportunity for contemporary composers to present their good production of traditional musical genres. The ensemble was from its start led by Abdel Halim Noueira until his death in 1985. Thereafter, the ensemble was renamed the Abdel Halim Noueira Ensemble for Arabic music. The performance of the National Band for Arab Music began a glow, and it was betting on collecting musical and lyrical heritage and reintroducing it in an advanced academic and scientific style, and that was a major factor in the brilliance of the band since the first day of its establishment.
فنان بليغ حمدي حضرتك.
The icon Baligh Hamdi especially reminds me of the land of the Nile, the source of irrigation. We cannot imagine it will fade away. Baligh Hamdi amused us with his innovation, creativity, and his love to Egypt. We never forget his national songs, Ya Habibti Ya Masr, or My Love Egypt, Yom Sabrin, or The Mother of the Patients, Dar Ya Dar, or Home Sweet Home, that makes us happy and reminds everyone with its brothers and sisters. We never forget the genius former president Anwar al-Sadat when he ordered Baligh to compose the song Mawlay, or My Lord, for Sheikh al-Naqshbandi to sing. Then Baligh was so afraid. How could Sheikh al-Naqshbandi sing? At first al-Naqshbandi refused, but when Baligh composed it, Sheikh al-Naqshbandi was so attracted to his work, and it's a great work and very famous till now. And I'm so lucky to sing it today, and so lucky to sing two songs for the famous Wadi al-Safi, دار دار and على رمش عيونها or on her eyelashes. The audience now in need to get out of the bad circumstances we're living nowadays. Today's concert is like a happy wedding and everybody are loving because Baligh, may he rest in peace, his work was up to date and he fits for the young and old. I saw today a lot of youth and that makes me happy because I'm one of the youth and I'm singing classic songs. I want to express my gratitude to Cairo Opera House and El Gomhuriya Theater. I want to thank Her Excellency, Minister of Culture, Dr. Ines Abdeldaim. Many thanks to Nile TV for covering this concert. Your channel gives a great message to the Arab world, Middle East, Europe, and the United States.
Baligh Hamdi is an icon and one of the most famous musicians in not only in Egypt but in the Arab world. I'm very keen to attend the concerts of Baligh and other musicians as I am working as ambassador of Egypt. I'm ambassador at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and I'm very keen when I am actually in Egypt to attend many concerts because when I am abroad I miss the Egyptian music and the Arab music. So I think it's, as you said, he's an icon, and it's very important to keep the heritage of Egypt, and it is also to protect it. So it's so this is the most important point.
Abdel Halim Nouira is a success story from the start, and the singers did an amazing job as usual. They sang songs with their lovely voice for the icon Baligh Hamdi as part of their gratitude in reviving such heritage for years. Menna Dessouki reporting for Cultural Magazine.
This brings us to the end of this episode of Cultural Magazine. Hope you enjoyed it and stay tuned for more on Nile TV.